Hello. Today I'm going to update my Pan Those Peach palettes project. I'm going to hold this little mic here and see if that goes a bit better for me because I tried to record just now my Pan Those eyeshadows update and the audio seems a bit like soft or a bit fuzzy, whereas when I just phone with my phone's audio, it can be a bit tinny and kind of the opposite. So I'm just going to see like if actually holding this little thing here is what helps it. Anyway, um, basically, I haven't updated this project. I think in 2 months, maybe it's even been 3 months. I'm not too sure. But I have my full summary of how everything is in my diary, and I will show you that. So, okay. Here we have June, July, August, September. Oh yeah, we have October, but I'm not going to count those uses yet. So pretty much four months in total. And what I'm going to talk about is the total numbers now, because I can't remember if I updated at the end of June or July. I probably updated end of July. So I'm just going to talk about now what I'm up to in total since the project started. So in terms of the eyeshadow, or maybe I'll start with the face palette and get through that first. So what I am at now is, here we are, 60 uses on the highlighter, 49 uses on the blush, and 64 uses on the bronzer. So like actually relatively even. The blush a little bit less, which makes sense because blush colors I like to mix up. I also have used the bronzer like essentially as a blush, like without using any blush on that day, just kind of bringing it into the places where I would wear blush. And I have liked that. And I did also hit pan on this bronzer, like in a very like real pan. Like this thing here only just happened a couple of days ago, and I thought I had already hit pan like all over the grid. And I thought that the bottom was just like stained brown, but then I hit that golden bit and I was like, oh damn, okay, maybe there's like more depth to the product than I had realized. So yeah, obviously I've been really liking the bronzer. Like it's definitely too yellowy orange for me to be a total good match for a bronzer. But if I wear it lightly, it's not too obvious. And also if I do use it more essentially as like a yellowy brown blush, it's kind of nice. It's like in a way, I think part of that comes down to how you frame it or how you conceptualize your own makeup application. It's not just the kind of hard and fast facts of the product in a way. The blush has also been getting good use. It's very pretty and peachy. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing all three today. And the highlight, like, look, this doesn't look any more used than it originally did, and whatever, like maybe maybe that's just how it is. I mean, maybe it looks like slightly flattened out, I guess, or like a bit more of a dip. So hopefully that kind of shows you how it's looking now. I have also kind of on quite a few days pulled either the blush or the bronzer into my crease, like along my eye. And I think it's been really pretty. I've liked working with it. Okay, and then for the eyeshadow palette, I'll run through the uses as well. I'm just going to read them out like top left, from top row left to right, bottom row left to right. So we have 27 uses, 1 use, 5 uses, 4 uses, 39 uses, 18 uses, 10 uses, and 9 uses. And so, as you can see, the bone colored matte probably has the biggest pan, which, makes sense. This one I've scraped out and used to adjust the shade of a foundation actually, which has been kind of interesting, just like literally mixing brown eyeshadow into really pale foundation. Obviously sparingly and cautiously, but I have been doing that. This one I used on the lid a fair few times. Have itty bitty pan on the coral, but like nothing to, write home about. And the peach shimmer, like the really pale champagne kind of peach shimmer, I've used a lot, but it's not massive pan. It's more just that dip is really evening out. So I've used it mostly with a finger. And then these 3 shades at the top have gotten such little usage. Like I just kind of don't find a place for them. And I realize this is not a color I should be using in my brows, or like that I want to be using in my brows anymore, because I could just use a color like this, because both of them give warmth, and all I really want in my brows is warmth. I don't need darkness, because it gives I guess because I think my face is relatively like lower contrast, and so putting this really dark blocky kind of brown I don't think is the best look, which yeah, anyway, so that's why that's not getting used, because that's how I expected I would use it, and now I suppose I have to maybe try and use it as an eyeliner. I think that might make sense. But yeah, I'm happy with this little palette. I'm not like super enthused about using it heaps, but I think I'll continue to focus on it in the background alongside my Pando's eyeshadows shadows for the coming months, and see how I go. Like, it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. What next? Like, after I've hit big pan in some of these shades, which I will, then what do I do? Like, am I going to declutter this? Am I going to just keep it, and continue to use it over however many more years I have it? Because realistically, I mean, this could end up staying with me for another 5 to 10 years, which is kind of crazy, isn't it, to think about? But it could, and I don't know. Part of me is like, well, if I finish the bone mat, which would naturally happen, well, then do I fill it with another color, or am I trying to use them up? But if I'm trying to use them up, I probably wouldn't fill all of them, as in I probably wouldn't be able to use up all of them. Just some thoughts. Like, none of this stuff is that important, but I just kind of wonder what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe the most likely answer is I would depot the shades that I really want, and then either pass it along or like throw it out if it's really gotten too old. But I do kind of like this cute little, like, even though it's so kitschy, I still like this. It's cute. So anyway, I think I've done relatively well with the usage. I mean, aside from those couple of shades that have hardly been used, I think maybe if I could get the usage up to like 50 each on the bone matte and the champagne shimmer, these two, that would give me quite a bit of satisfaction. And then maybe like 25 each here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll set myself some number goals rather than just going for pan. But yeah, I hope you're all enjoying your panning projects, and I hope you don't mind bearing with me while I experiment with the microphone placement. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.